Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, and we are here tonight with a review of the August 17th, 2022 AEW Dynamite show. We got something tremendous lined up for you. We had an amazing card. We're starting to see pieces of All Out come together. Some of those puzzle pieces fell out, and we got a great mixture of things happening with those as well. And we are going to provide some of that for you guys as soon as we can. And with that being said, let's get into our intro and let's talk a little pro wrestling.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right. For some reason, it is losing connection right now to my camera. Why? I do not know. I think it's time for me to upgrade to a new computer is one of the main issues here. But there we go. So if it goes out, give me a few minutes or seconds, and I will try to put that back up for you guys. What is going on, everybody? E says, who you know do it better? No one, sir. No one. B-Boy Skyline in the house says it was a better ending than Game of Thrones. Come on, B. Come on now. Matt Lopez said that was a wild night for sure. For sure. E says, I hear that battle cry. Okay. All right. I like to play on words. BTE. Matt Lopez says they are legit pulling All Out main event free on TV next week. Yeah. They're doing some big things here. E says, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I'm glad Discovery Warner are all in, though. Not enough to publish Fight Forever or put Batman in the game. You never know. Maybe Batman will be the pre-order bonus. Gino Morgan TV says, hey, man, how are you? Gino Morgan TV, what is going on, my friend? How are you? Hopefully things are well, my brother. E says the show was fire. BJ in the house saying, yo, 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 what's up? You lost your cam for a minute? Yeah, I know. The cam's been going out, man. I think I need a new computer. This one's getting pretty old, and I don't think it can handle the programs anymore. We'll see. Once I get a new computer, if things are running more smoothly, you guys will know for sure. And there it goes again. See? Let's see here. CJ got us talking to Hal 9000. Listen, I can't help this thing going out, man. I'm gonna try and, like I said, make some moves before next week's show to try to make that happen. Can't stick around due to an event going on, but I just wanted to share some love and say, give a like and a share, and I'll leave my comments on the video tomorrow. I'm looking forward to those comments, BJ. I'm going to hold you to that. Thank you, bro. Jesus De Leon. What's going on, Jesus? Good to have you in here, my brother. Appreciate seeing you. Devin McKinney says, first time catching the live cast, but I listen on Pandora. Love you guys. AEW's got to tighten the screws because Triple H and WWE are bringing it. Listen, I'm a fan of good wrestling, man. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, if the fans are winning, we're winning. I don't care about all that tribalism. This is my favorite company BS that a lot of people will subscribe to. Ain't got time for that, you know? So that's just my thoughts and opinions on it. It doesn't matter. None of this matters at the end of the day. Let me see here. I am messing around here with some settings. I'm going to see if I can switch here and flip right back. Any luck? No, not yet. I'll keep messing with it. You guys don't worry about it. But I'm here, though. I promise you. I can see everything you guys are saying. I just don't know why the camera's not working. A says, the GOD of pro wrestling is back. That is a fact. Let's see. Also, Derek left you high and dry like a date when she finds out you don't use Manscaped. BJ, perfect timing here for the promo. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go to manscaped.com, as BJ wonderfully put. And you guys can use our promo code EPW Show. Put in that promo code EPW Show, and you guys will be able to save yourselves 20% off and get free delivery. BJ always hooks us up with some really good things, so I cannot hate on the free plugin that we got there. Thank you, BJ, for that. Yeah, manscaped.com, promo code EPW show. If you like to shave your balls, do it. If you don't got balls and you want to shave, I still say get one. Lawnmower 4.0 works tremendously. They also have nose hair trimmers, boxers, ball deodorant, ball toner, whatever you need. Get to it. Do your thing, man. That's what is best when it comes to it. Batman versus AEW, where and when. You listen, bro. You never know when it's gonna finally happen. And I don't know if you'll be upset if that happens, but hey. And once again, guys, Manscaped has got all the needs. And if you guys like pro wrestling, that's why you're here, right? PowerSlam.tv. Get some free independent wrestling 1 month on us if you use the promo code EPW show once again. So make sure you guys keep that locked in for yourselves. And yeah, it'll be hashtag tremendous. Back into it. We're having technical difficulties for those who are coming in late. For some reason, I can't get my camera to start. I don't know why. I can see it. It shows it. It acts like it's here, but it's not working. Very odd. I think I've reached a glitch in the system, but I also think my computer is getting old. So thank you. Who else do we have in here? No Cam, boo-boo. No Cam tonight, Deanna. I apologize. What's up, Connor? What's going on, Connor? Denman says, got to see AEW Battle of the Belts here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the atmosphere was awesome. 100%, man. I thought that was the best Battle of the Belt show. Jesus, I heard CJ is going to do an NXT post show. Cut it out. Oh, that was for Jesus. Don't tell Jesus that. He gets excited about those WWE shows. You know how he is. That's his favorite. WWE, big fan of what they do over there. Not mad at it, Jesus. You gotta do what you can, right? Do what you can. Let's see here. Tonight was an emotionally invested night. Terrell says, been recovering from brain/assault injury, PTSD, going off a lot. Suspect fate finally decided on September 29th. Fingers crossed. He did cry during the arraignment. Well, prayers for you, Terrell, man. I hope you are getting well, bro. Let me see here. Demon says it is about great wrestling, but we all know WWE has been on pure D bull over the last few years. Yeah, they're trying to improve, man. Like I said, that's all I want is good wrestling at the end of the day. Mox versus Punk next week on Dynamite for the AEW Championship. We will talk about that. Go to your settings in StreamYard. You may have to set up your webcam again. Well, I can't do it while I'm live, Connor. I don't think it'll let me. Ball toner, ball bronzer. We got it all, baby. I want Batman versus Kingston, the Gun Club. Yeah, we'll get into that too. And it's more pronounced Damon, not Demon. Apologies, good sir. Apologies. I don't know. Damon McKinney. I can say that part though. Let me see here. If it's Kevin Conroy or Michael Keaton, Batman, they can come on all day. Bandino versus Loki at House of Glory. High intensity just tweeted out. Don't worry, Jesus ain't going to show up anyway. He never does. Conrad needs to do an NWA post show. Jesus, you are out of here, bro. You are out of here. I will show up, then leave. Everybody showing love to Terrell. Appreciate that. Mox and Punk segment was fantastic. Yes. Okay, let's get into this review, man. I'm going to leave up the pictures tonight on the YouTube video for those watching, just because, yeah, the camera. And I apologize. And those listening on the audio versions, you can't see me anyway. So you're probably like, why does he keep talking about this camera thing? But we started off tonight here with a promo from the AEW World Champion, CM Punk. CM Punk comes out and he is throwing out shots. He is firing everything he's got going on. Now, this show was all about, if you look at the theme of it, you're going to see a lot of stuff for Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. They've got a premiere coming up, HBO original, check out all of that for that. But CM Punk comes out for this promo, and he's talking about how Moxley's always been the third best in any group he's been in. He's just wilding out. He doesn't care. He said, I've beaten a lot of Johns for world titles in Chicago, referencing John Cena. And he was talking wild. Moxley comes out, and he is sick of Punk talking. He says that he knows he has to beat him to show he is the real AEW World Champion, because he's sick of that word interim. And I love that Moxley played off of that. Like, it was so good. So good. Very well done. These two end up getting into a post-match brawl. They're face-to-face. They're going off against each other. And Moxley, Punk pushes Moxley at first. Moxley gets back in Punk's face. And then he gives him like a little peck on his face, gives him a kiss, and then he goes for the punch, and they're swinging on each other. Here comes the officials in security. Everybody's out there like, oh, no, we can't have this tonight. And they're out there trying to save the day, and they're able to get them apart from each other, but they want at each other badly. They're trying to fight. They're ripping at each other, and we got a brawl, man. Like, really a legit brawl out of everything that's happening here. And Damon, tell me if that's for the yes is for the brawl, or if I got the name right. E says NWA show, they're gonna have to get rid of some of the criminals first. Heel Punk, give me more, Deanna said. Terrell says he's Team Moxley. The sign of a good pro wrestling show, we know what a surprise will be, and it still ends up being exciting with Omega. What's up, EPW? Blessings. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. If you guys are not subscribed to my good friend Sean Hubbard, make sure you guys give him a subscribe onto YouTube. He has an excellent channel. If you're a fan of combat sports, he's got you covered. He also has some really cool things going on his Twitter page as well. I recommend following him on all social media platforms. Just type in Hubbard Wrestling Weekly and you will find my guy. Thank you, Sean. Claudio picking up Mox like a father trying to pick up his menace of a child. Yeah, the promo from washed up fake AEW champion CM Punk. John Moxley is a two-time AEW champion. Let's go. Technically, Terrell, he's a one-time AEW champion if you're following the UFC rules. Oh, yeah, and he fussed Kingston. Kingston had a response back on Twitter. I don't think I could say those words on here, but he definitely had a response back to Punk on there. I'll let you guys look that up. Mox talking a lot of trash for Punk, former bodyguard. Old-fashioned wrestlers brawl. Moxley went real school ghetto yard with that kiss. This was a fun segment, Matt Lopez says. Team Punk, Mox can go roll around in some glass and barbed wire for all I care right now. Oh, my goodness. Damon says, when Punk is on fire, he is on fire. Thought Jericho would have been better just to give us face versus heel, but Mox gave me the feel of let's fight. Okay. I like it, good sir. I am appreciating that. No, you did not go there with the UFC rules. I'm telling you, Tony Khan based a lot of his stuff off of the UFC. Like, when the dude talks, that's it, man. You got my name right, homie. EPW. Thank you. Listen, bro, I got to hear it. I need to see something. If not, I'm guessing. And sometimes people have like little hidden messages in their YouTube names, bro. And I'm like, hopefully I said it right. If I didn't, if you guys like this brawl, don't forget to hit that like button on the YouTube video. Helps more people see it, puts it in the algorithm. Also, if you guys want to, after the video, leave me a comment down below. That also helps. I will respond to you as well. Ask me anything related to pro wrestling, and I will respond to you in the comment section below. And if you're listening on the podcast version, leave us a 5-star review. The hell is the camera? Camera is not on right now, Sick. We are dealing with some technical difficulties. It went out and I can't get it to go back on, and I'm not messing with it while it's live, brother. I think I need to upgrade computers, so hopefully that's in the plans this week. B-Boy Skyline said, I'm with Mox. Nelson said, get choked out, people. Deanna said, Team Mox. Nelson's been a minute, bro. Welcome to the pod, bro. When you put the wrong emoji, which takes the piss out of what you were saying. Cray, what up? Conrad, what up? EP Dub Nation, what's going on, man? Yeah, that's the government name, bro. The government. I hear you. Listen, Conrad's my government name. Most people don't call me that, though. I think Jesus gave out what people usually call me. Listen, CM Punk got hurt. We're not calling Mox an interim champion. He's a two-time AEW champion. You go back and look when they had the interim title for the TNT title and see how many title reigns to say. Can't change the rules. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. Getting back into this, we got a promo afterwards from Powerhouse Hobbs talking about Ricky was okay with losing, and that's why Powerhouse Hobbs had to put a beat down on him. All right, cool. I'm with it, dude. I like Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs does what he does best. He goes out there. He's talking about hurting on people, putting the beat down on people. I like it. I think him and Ricky definitely deserve to have a match all out. And I think they should. They really should get an opportunity at least to show what they can do. I think that would be the right thing for them to do. Give them a shot. Why not? I don't think it would hurt. Getting back into the show, the first match that we decided to open up with, which I could have seen as the main event, was the 2 out of 3 falls match between Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia. Lots of names here. The Dragon versus the Dragon Slayer. Fits the theme of tonight's show. Love it. Opening with the 2 out of 3 falls match. You cannot go wrong with that. Foul Original Wrestling in the house. What's up, Foul? Foul recently released a nice Aces and Eights video. If you guys haven't checked that out on his YouTube channel, after this, go check it out, man. I would highly recommend that. Terrell said, I hear you, brother. Salute. Derek ordered. Derek is not here tonight. Derek had some other business he had to tend to, but keep Derek in your thoughts, everyone. He's okay, but he just had to handle some business and help someone out. So he had told me right before the show. So we appreciate Derek. I'm Team Mox as well, but we all know Punk is going to win at the pay-per-view. Heck no, he ain't. Hobbs acting like Pac and Juice. Basically, Ricky went soft in Hobbs' eyes, and it's time for the spine on the pine. No, I think Punk could lose. He said beat a John, but I wouldn't hate a loss. I think a lot of people are talking themselves into Punk losing. It doesn't fit the story for it. Punk's going to whack that ass. Don't fool yourselves. The World Championship match is next week. Yeah, I'll get into some of that. 2 out of 3 falls match was amazing. This was a technical masterpiece. Between these two here. They start off with technical wrestling, and Daniel Garcia lays a mean slap on Bryan Danielson before the commercial break. Garcia eventually wrestles him down, and they get into this weird position where he could pick him up in a pile driver, and he hits it, bro. But I felt like Danielson's head was super low. I don't know. I felt really bad there. I was like, oh, goodness, I hope this dude's okay. So he gives him the pile driver, and then he's able to transition into a dragon sleeper. It's kind of like if he was sitting on the back like in a camel clutch position, but instead of clutching, he put him in a dragon sleeper from there. Danielson's stuck. He has nowhere to go, and he just taps out. Now, I want to get everyone's thoughts on what happened after the first fall. What did you guys think of the 10 count? He had till the count of 10 to get to his feet. So they're counting 1, 2, 3, just to see if this guy's going to make it and get up. I thought it was very different. I kind of like it though. It made it unique for the AEW wrestlers. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what you guys thought about it here. You guys are funny in the chat. Let me see here. I'll get back to the Punk stuff here. 2 out of 3 falls was match of the night. Amazing, Deanna says. Damon says, Ricky Spanish. I can't say it, man. That's Derek's gimmick, man. I don't want to gimmick infringe on the homie. So thank you, though. Sick can't be serious now. Maki Ito's back. Well, shout out to Derek. Is it time? Is it time for Derek?
Well,
You know it's always on deck for Derek. just so he can get his Big Show reference in. Punk losing in Chicago would be beautiful. Buffalo versus the World. I agree, Foul. That pile driver was nasty. MJF return. I could see it, Nelson. I think it's going to happen sooner than later. That's just my personal opinion on it. There should have been a rest period. I felt like it was rushed, but not bad. I think it's something they could keep. Maybe slow it down a little bit, but I liked it. Let's see here. Everything for my bad sake. Biggest draw right now is John Moxley, cheap pop. Look at this. Everybody's in here talking. I thought we might have to have gone for a double pen after that sleep. Yeah. Doug in the house. Hey, yo, one-winged angel. What's good, Doug? People are really trying to give Triple H Booker of the Year for the bare minimum, and TK is actually out here serving up wrestling. Keep Paul White off my television. It's classic. No, not the theme. Daniel Garcia needs to have that fisticuffs taunt and fight forever. He might have to be DLC. I don't know if he's going to make it into the game. MJF could cost Punk, which I wouldn't hate. Interesting. Lots of things they can mess with. Let's get into the second fall of this. Bryan's able to get up at the count of 9. Garcia just tapped him out. It's 1-0. I like that they put it on the screen as well. I got to give Tony Khan his props for having stuff on screen so people could see it. Danielson is then cut open during the commercial break on top of his head. I think they were ramming each other into the post, like they were holding each other's arms and trying to smack each other's heads into the post. I don't know what the hell these two were doing. They were tripping. And eventually Danielson's head's cut open. He's out there just trying to do what he can. Garcia goes for the same move on Danielson that got him the first victory, but Danielson's able to reverse it into a pinfall. And I like how they did it. It was like 1, 2, 3, and he had just kicked out at 3, but they were like, hey, it counts, 1-1. More of that. Like, I like that they didn't hold up the count for someone else. Very well done, in my opinion. I really like that and how they did it. So that keeps things all tied up. What's up, Chuckaroo? I see you're in the house tonight as well. Shout out to Tokyo. And after this, Garcia got up angry and he goes for a drop kick, but ends up stuck in the corner. Danielson's just unleashing kicks on him, sets him up and hits him with a big German suplex. And then we get to the commercial break. Now Garcia's bleeding over his eye. This is just turning it. It's not super bloody, but there's a little bit of blood in here to get things going. Garcia goes for his Dragon Slayer sharpshooter submission that he's calling it now, but Danielson reverses into the label lock. Danielson catches his own move, the running knee from Garcia, hit like a thing of beauty, but it wasn't enough to put Danielson away. Eventually, he is countering out of a move into the label lock. Garcia's locked in, and he doesn't tap out. He passes out from it because he's so exhausted from what happens here. I thought it was all right, man. But the streets is saying Paul White is having health issues, so I wish him a speedy recovery. Just recover off my TV, big dog. Come on now, sick. Got to watch that AEW Dark, man. After this pile driver, they should have been banned. It's unbelievable that people are still kicking out, especially to a squat pile driver. Damon, you're not wrong about that. I like the pile driver as a finish, but I think it's an effective move, man. As an old school wrestling fan, pardon me for 1 second. I have to get a drink of water. I got too used to doing this with a partner, man. Get my drinks in. The cameraman messed up showing them blading. I didn't see that. Like I said, I'm trying to take notes at the same time, so I might have missed it when they did it because I thought it was done during the picture-in-picture. MJF might show up next week and cause a no contest in the world title match. Garcia might turn on JAS when the time is right. Let's see. I can see that happening. Why would MJF help Mox? I just can't see that happening. E says the Dragon Tamer. Terrell says the Dragon Zord. The Chucky Tamer. All I have to do is show up and cause it. All he'd have to do is show up and cause a distraction. Bring a ring. Okay, you guys are throwing out a lot of theories for MJF, man. We don't know when, we don't know where, but he's got to be lurking soon. Following the match, I thought we had an interesting interaction with this one. Danielson offers a handshake to Garcia as the fans are getting behind him and cheering him, but Jericho comes from behind, who was at commentary, and attacks. And during the attack, Garcia didn't help. He's like, what are you doing? And he grabs Jericho and kind of like got him off of Danielson. And Jericho said, what are you doing? After that, we get a quick promo, Private Party and Swerve in Our Glory. They definitely disrespected Isaiah Cassidy's breath in this. My man Keith Lee offered him a piece of gum. But Private Party says they won't be embarrassed like they were the first time when Keith Lee made his debut. Okay. I like this. Swerve in Our Glory is a team that I would like to see more of on the show. But I think these guys are going to more than handle their own in that tag team match. And that looks like that's going to be set up for Rampage. After this, Tony Nese is coming out with Smart Mark Sterling and John Moxley dogs them. And he just beats the living hell out of them. After that, he calls out CM Punk and says, you know what? F this. Let's do it right now. And we get another pull-apart brawl. They were just like, you know what? F it. We're fighting. This is what it's going to be. Now, we all thought this was the match we were about to get. CM Punk, Moxley, all out. Sounds great, right? Bullshit. We didn't get that at all. These boys decided, nah, that ain't happening. More on that momentarily. Backstage, Chris Jericho is with 2.0, and they say that they're going to give Garcia until next week to make his decision. But Ricky Steamboat, who was the guest timekeeper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, an absolute legend in the business. Highly recommend his matches with Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3 and his 3-series match with the Nature Boy Ric Flair. If you have never seen those classics, highly recommend it. Got to give a shout out to the insiders, Jeff especially, because I know how much he loves Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And I think a lot of people are just big fans of his. He has done phenomenal work. I think him and Macho Man's match from WrestleMania 3 really changed how matches are structured today. And it put a lot of excitement in them, especially those matches where you needed like the television title matches. I thought they did good stuff there. So absolute legend. Steamboat comes backstage and interrupts Jericho and says, you're still disrespectful like you were 15 years ago. You're still acting the same. Angelo Parker then gets into his face after, and Steamboat gives him a chop. I like it. The Dragon getting some action here on AEW. Let's get into some more comments from you guys here. Let's see. This was a great match. Caused the promo on Rampage was fire. Pile drive finish, yes, but as a false finish, hell no. Damon, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Tokyo said 2 people I don't want on my TV, Big Show and Omos. Come on, y'all. Laughing my ass off. People are so brainwashed in Stockholm Syndrome by WWE with 10 to 20 years of no competition. Pile drivers effing rock. Austin Owen 96. Yeah. I mean, I can see why WWE was spooked of him, though. It did cost them what they were working towards with a bigger star. And it also made Austin have to change up his style. I see both sides of it, E. For that. Garcia face turn, maybe. Foul says it's good to see Private Party back in the tag team mix. I hear you on that, Foul. Keith Lee said it. His breath smelled like shit without saying it. You know how packaged pile drivers and shit happen with no problem. A couple sit down tombstone pile drivers doesn't mean all pile drivers should be banned for everyone. And I agree with that as well. As long as it's being done safely, no complaints, man. Just be very careful when you're doing them. I mean, that's with every move in wrestling, though, right? We're still going to get Mox versus Punk at All Out. Dynamite will either be run out of time or some interference. Okay. Ricky Steamboat. Ricky was looking good. Jeff loves the Dragon. Yeah. Jericho had flashbacks when he seen Ricky Steamboat. So, if you guys didn't know, that's one of Jericho's favorite wrestlers, by the way. I love Thicky the Wagons to Dreamboat. Come on, Demond. Come on, bro. All right, now. CJ, are you going to watch Impact Wrestling tomorrow night? I'm hoping to. I usually catch it on the YouTube. I pay the monthly fee for it on YouTube to watch it. You got to go to the PC and teach them how to work safe pile drivers like they did decades before. And after 96, you could teach everyone how to have some damn boring ass match. He is not fit. He is all about the pile drivers. Garcia to BCC, it could happen. Sounds crazy, but if it wasn't for that pile driver, we would have never gotten Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think we would have sick. I don't know if we would have gotten him to be as a brawler. I don't know if we would have had the brawling version of him. Maybe he would have tried to do still a lot of wrestling. Go watch him prior to that match at SummerSlam 97 and tell me what you think, man. Like that would be a good project for wrestling fans. Go back, check that out, and tell me if you thought that it was worth it back then. Interesting. Next up, Varsity Blondes versus the Gun Club. We've been talking for 30 minutes, and I'm only on match number 2. Colt 45, Varsity Blondes got dogged as well. Shout out to Y2K for that. Friend of the podcast. Yeah, dogged. The Varsity Blondes are done, man. Like, I don't know. We need to do something different with these guys. We got to find something else for them to do. Afterwards, Billy Gunn delivers a speech about how he is so proud of his children. So proud, right? Tell him, Billy. Tell him how proud you are of your children. And following that speech, Stokely Hathaway shows up at the top of the ramp, and he's clapping, looking on at the Gun Club. Well, they did what every son's wanted to do when their dad beat their ass for not mowing the lawn. They kicked their dad's ass and finally put a beat down on him. They were choking him, punching him, stomping him, doing whatever, and Billy Gunn is getting beat down. Who will come and save the day? The Acclaimed come out, and they chase off the ass boys from beating up their father, and they look around, and everybody is excited for it, and they got the fingers up, and you know what time it is. Scissor me, daddy ass, and the crowd goes wild for them. They love the line, scissor me, daddy ass, and people just liked it, man. I don't know. They wanted them back together. I thought it was kind of quick for when they did it, but the scissors happened and it worked. Nobody was too upset about it. So listen, that's it. That was the segment. I'm ready to move on from it, you know? Just I don't know. That was it. The Gun Club did what they had to do for it. Let's see here. Squash match Ace said Garcia and Bryan as a tag team would be sick. What about Matt Lopez? I said this. I thought Garcia and Yuta as a tag team against FTR for those tag titles. You could do that one time too if he ends up joining up with them. Pillman Jr. is turning heel. Oh, I like that, Deanna. Deanna saying scissor me daddy ass. I don't like the Varsity Blondes getting buried. Like, I know they're done, but dang, Brian Pillman Jr. I wouldn't say they're getting buried. They got called to do a television match and not someone else. They could have put anybody in that spot. They put them in there for a reason. I think they're going to transition them into new and different roles, though, which I think it's time for them to do. I can't be too upset with the direction of it. I don't know if they're going to go the route, though, of like, I don't know if they're going to do like Pillman teaming with Arn's son. Like, I don't know if that's the best thing to do. Does Garcia replace Yuta in the BCC? I don't think so, Eric. I wouldn't do that personally. Not a fan of it. It was kind of quick. Stokely building up a super group. Yeah, I feel like there's more to what Stokely's doing. I don't want to go into his past too much, but a man with 3 letters in his name used to be managed by Stokely Hathaway as well. And I wonder if he's building a super group for him. Think about that for a second. Varsity Blondes need a repackage. Nobody cares about them. Bro, I've said this before too about Varsity Blondes, and I don't mean this with any disrespect. It's the gimmick. Like, I will not buy someone in their high school jacket walking around in pro wrestling. It's over. They don't have their cheerleader anymore. It ain't working. It's a great gimmick for when you first come in and you're the young guys. Now you got to switch it up or they got to become more serious. They can decide what they want to do with them. I feel like they might do something in Ring of Honor with both of them. Maybe they'll separate there. Garcia and Yuta would be awesome. Garcia and Yuta as a tag team, you didn't know you needed. Nelson said, nah. You're wrong for that, bro. Billy Gunn tricked the Acclaim once. Now they're friends again. Billy, make up your mind. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I think they realized that they wanted the scissor me daddy ass stuff to take place. They really wanted to see that happen. So, hey, it's what it is, right? It's what it is. So going into the promo stuff here again, we got Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. They demanded a tag match against Wardlow and FTR at All Out. This is the best we could do for Wardlow and FTR as champions. I know you're trying to feature all of them, but you do kind of have a built-in moment here. I think at All Out, if we can get Wardlow to powerbomb Satnam, I'm okay with this. They make a challenge to them. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Death Triangle then cut a promo on the United Empire. Pac, Penta, Phoenix, and Abrahantes are backstage. Pac basically takes over and just cuts a really, really good promo on the United Empire. I won't spoil anything if you guys haven't, but I would highly recommend people watch the G1 Climax. They just got to the finals of who's going to be in it today. So that should be awesome as well. Yeah, good promo. I think that's going to be a really fire matchup, though, with Will Ospreay and Aussie Open versus Death Triangle. Really good. After this, we get a Jungle Boy promo. Jungle Boy says he got in trouble for his t-shirt that said Christian is a pussy. And following that, Luchasaurus, we find out, is suspended for giving a headbutt to an AEW official. Well, I would hope so. Pat Buck went down like a ton of bricks from the headbutt, and he's down and out. Afterwards, Christian comes out. My guy. Got to do the hard chest slap for Captain Charisma. Just had chest day yesterday. That probably wasn't a good idea. Afterwards, Christian comes out, and he's out there trying to convince Jungle Boy to join him again. And Jungle Boy double legs this dude and starts punching him in the face and beats the hell out of Christian. Christian gets his licks in too, but for the most part, they had Jungle Boy appear aggressive here. I thought his promo wasn't too bad either. I didn't think the fans were into it because they didn't know what to expect, but I thought Jungle Boy did his thing here. He eventually slammed Christian's head against the steps. He had his arm trapped. Jungle Boy took off his leather jacket, stepped on his arm. This is looking like a big matchup for All Out. Hey, I want to see this. I think if you give these guys about 15 minutes in the ring to tell their story, they're going to crush it. If you can go back and watch their last moments in that battle royal for, I forgot, I think it was for a championship match at the world title or the TNT title from about a year or two ago, bro, absolutely phenomenal. And I thought that these guys just went in, crushed it, did it right. And now they're going to be able to go in there and actually have a match instead of a battle royal. Yeah, these guys are going to crush it. Christian's been doing a great job in building up Jungle Boy, and I like how they kept Christian special throughout this. And they've kind of scaled back on him being like savage on the microphone every week. So I like that as well. Let's see here. As much as I want Private Party to bring the tag gold to NYC, I think the Acclaim will win the tag belts at Grand Slam. Ooh, that could happen. Bulletproof Blondes instead. Okay. They should have just called AEW. You are funny. Pinnacle mentioned, I'm telling you, MJF is not too far from coming back. Pat Buck deserves it. Shout out to Christian's turtleneck. Yo, South Pole for life, baby. Turtlenecks are always in. Christian traded the turtleneck for bootleg Judgment Day clothes. Come on now. You know that airport jacket was fly, Matt Lopez. Dropping the ball with Wardlow. Tony's really pushing these trios groups. F trios matches for Derek. Don't stop hating on trios matches, man. I like them. I said the same thing. Trios belts not needed. I think they're a good thing. The All Atlantic title, we could talk about that, but listen. The trios belts can work. I think it's a nice way to put them on people. You can make that like your main event, depending on who is on, or you can make it your mid card thing every once in a while. I think it's a nice get, as long as you're not mixing too many of the other titles from other promotions in there. Yeah, and Wardlow, like I said, man, I really want these guys to have their own feuds. I think the main thing needed for all of this to start working out better is, can we please get the Ring of Honor deal like fixed up? Please, like that's it. The All Atlantic title, Pac still has it. He defends it on AEW Dark across the pond at different places. To me, it feels like it's the Forbidden Door belt. Like he's just going to travel around and defend it when he can. And every once in a while, they'll bring it back over here and defend it. At least for now, that seems like the game plan for it. I know Kip Sabian's probably up next. In his promo, he mentioned you don't have to walk around like you have a box on your head. And I know that was a shot at Kip Sabian. WWE brain hating on the trios because Vince ain't do it. Come on now. I'm for trios. Really liked it at Lucha Underground. Me too, Cray. I love those titles there. We need a ROH deal. All Atlantic title is dope. F you mean. Yeah, I like that. Listen, I'm just saying if you had to cut one of the belts, I didn't expect the All Atlantic. Like when they announced that blindsided me. I was like, what? What is this? But yeah, Pac had it in his promo tonight. The All Atlantic title keeps the Forbidden Door open at all times, so I get that. But the trios gets more people TV time, though. Good point. We can debate this all night, though, for what titles work. After this, FTR and Wardlow accept the challenge at All Out, but Dax says, Dax the Axe has been feeling pretty good this year. He's been feeling like Wrestler of the Year. So he says he's challenging Jay Lethal to a match next week on Dynamite. Interesting. Will Jay Lethal accept? Taking a quick water break here for my peeps. Now we have Kylan King versus Tony Storm coming up. I was a big fan of this. Now listen, I don't know if people have been paying attention to this, but I thought Tony Storm did phenomenal. And I thought Kylan King did amazing tonight. Kling, as Cody dubbed her. I thought she did really good. Like I saw a lot of improvement from where she was previously. I could see a lot of things were just night and day. Her timing was really good. And was it because it was Tony Storm? I don't know, but it takes two to tango is my motto. So let it rock. They both had this nice sequence of going back and forth, trying to drop kick each other. A nice exchange, but Tony Storm gets the better of that. King was able to get in some nice offense, but Tony Storm was able to mount up, hit her with the sweet cheek music, they called it, I guess, in the corner, and then hit a swinging DDT for the pinfall victory as Thunder Rosa looked on. I'm going to say it, man. I think we're getting Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm at All Out, but I might make the early prediction here. I think it might be time to switch that title. I'm not making my official prediction yet, but in my head right now, I'm thinking it might be time to make the switch on that title. I also would wonder what could Thunder Rosa do as a heel? Just getting the brain churning on that one. Maybe I'll change my mind with the build up in the upcoming weeks here, but just putting it out there. Let's see here. I like loose cross promotional title. Dax versus Lethal should be good. Lethal and Dax with shenanigans. How are you comparing the trios belt after that kick-ass main event? The IWC really be looking a gift horse in the mouth. Kylan King been killing it on the indies lately. Yeah. I saw some of the NWA matches. Really good stuff. Tony Storm taking that belt from Thunder Rosa at All Out. If Dax wins, I could see rankings mysteriously saying he's number one contender for the TNT title. I don't see that happening, Damon. That's just me, though. E says put the straps on Tony. No doubt she's hot as a box of rocks. Kylan King has been having awesome matches in NWA. Give Tony the strap, people are saying. Okay. I'm glad everybody's feeling it, and it's not just me. Maybe Thunder might become Cobra. She absolutely hates that gimmick, actually, Skyline, just so you know. She doesn't like when people bring it up, apparently, at signings. I saw a fan write about it on Twitter. Oh, but when I said Thunder Rosa wasn't it as a champs a few months ago, y'all jumped on my neck. That's not what I'm saying, though, Sick. I'm not saying she's bad. I think that you might just need to make the move to Tony Storm. I feel like Tony Storm's been clicking lately. That tag match was like the best match on the show that week where they had it. Tony Storm's been on her ish. Now you remember, bro, a while back, I was like, I don't know what's up with Tony Storm. She didn't seem like herself still. And then slowly she's been getting back into it. Her promos have been getting better. The look that she's been coming out with, it's the good look. Like, it's like, yeah, this is cool. I get to do this. This is dope. So I just think Tony's on fire right now. I still think Thunder Rosa has been pretty solid as a champion. I don't think Thunder Rosa is going to get the credit that she deserves just yet. And I think that's just based on news and how often she got featured and stuff like that. Still keeping hope alive that Mercedes and Naomi are coming to AEW, by the way. One can dream. A heel Thunder would be very interesting. Thunder Rosa is a great wrestler, not saying she isn't, but I don't know. She's missing something. That's what I'm saying. Maybe that'll inject something in that'll get the fans thinking. Juggernaut 097, another good YouTuber saying, what's up, Everything Pro Wrestling? What's going on, Juggernaut? Camera's down and out for those wondering who have come in late or just peeked your head in. I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm going to blame it on my old computer, though. So I'm going to take the L for this one tonight. So you will not see me on camera. But if I do decide to pull these away, as you guys can see, the camera's just not working for those watching. So show me love, show me love. And hopefully by next week, I can get a new computer in here and we can upgrade some stuff and make some moves for ourselves here. But I appreciate everyone who's rocking with me, everybody who's hit that like button. If you're watching on Twitter, Twitch, wherever you may be, comment. I want to hear from you guys. Show by the fans, for the fans. I love interaction with everybody. I know we're 10 away from getting to that 1.6. Help a brother out. Come on over to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to Everything Pro Wrestling. Just type that into your search bar. You will find us very easily. Next up, we've got the Ratings Busters, the Trust Busters. They are out here. They cut a quick little promo on the Best Friends. Best Friends got to talk too. Trust Busters versus Best Friends for the Trios tournament is going to be on Rampage. You're also going to get Penelope Ford, who is back. She returned on Dark. She is facing off against Athena. On Rampage, we're also going to hear from the ROH World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli. And we're also going to get the FTW Champion, Hook, versus the Reality, Zach Clayton. No one knows who this dude is. I need Hook to destroy him. That's what I just need. Hook, destroy, please. And for the main event will probably be for the tag title, Swerve in Our Glory versus Private Pate. So looking forward to Rampage this week. Hopefully it's better than last week's. Didn't feel that great, but the ratings were there for it, I guess. That's just me talking though. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, we're going back to the comment section here. Let's see here. Yeah, give Storm the title, but Rosa makes me tired of watching her with the title. Maybe Tony was still mad about that pie in the face. No, I think Tony just wasn't feeling wrestling for a while. Like I think she needed some time away from it, but the opportunity came to sign and she knew she still wanted to wrestle. But, I think it just took her a minute to get back into the groove of things. I don't know how to put it. I don't care anymore. I'm happy that Tony Storm's there and she's been clicking. If you change the women's title, you got to wait until Thunder Rosa is full heel because right now face versus face there's no real heat between them. Yeah, I still think you could do it afterwards, though. Less head in the clouds, a.k.a. Storm Cloud, cough, cough. Now, what if they do the match and Thunder Rosa turns heel to retain the title? Would you guys be happy then? Hello, I'm Sonny's wife, and I'm glad to see Kenny by God Omega. Kate, thank you. Tell Sonny I said hello, first and foremost, Kate. I appreciate Sonny every time he comes in here and comments. And Kate, thank you for commenting as well. Appreciate it. You might get your wish. Both Sasha and Naomi will be in Chicago the same week of All Out. That'd be dope. AEW better keep that talent locked. Triple H looking to steal from AEW. It's going to be happening both ways now, so just brace yourselves. And that's why I didn't really mention anything about the whole you're stealing our talent thing. Both sides have done it. Let's not play ourselves here, like both sides have done it. Like Jeff Hardy definitely was talking about AEW before he was even done with his 90-day period. Whatever, bro. I don't care about that stuff. Like WWE is going to be making plays. AEW is going to be making plays. Water under the bridge. Until they're trying to take your top name and do that stuff, don't worry about it, Really hate the name Trust Busters. The Acclaim is on fire. I actually like the Trust Busters a little bit. Man, the Streets are saying they've mended fences with WWE since Vince is gone. Streets is saying the contracts have been worked up, just waiting on them to sign. Trust Busters need to go. I think the Trust Busters need to figure out how to unite their group and make them one. They all have these different personalities, and I guess that's okay. But to me, that's setting you up to be a team that's going to just get mowed over. So I think they need to figure out what they want to be, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be in Ring of Honor once that gets set up. So figure out what you want to do with that. And the fact that you don't know who is the guy that gets the title shot makes MJF sound right. You know something? Titus hug Vince, got suspended. Brock throws a belt at Vince, no suspension. Sasha and Naomi walk out suspended. Brock walks out, no suspension. Now we see the difference. No comments on that, good sir, because I've brought that up before. Zach Clayton is a reality star and Jay Wow's fiance. Hopefully he wrestles better than Jay Wow too. Money talks. Zach Clayton is from the Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Man, y'all know about that Jersey Shore more than me, man. I'm done when it comes to that. All Out Thunder Rosa Tony Storm is officially announced, by the way. Next week we got on Dynamite Death Triangle versus United Empire, Dax Harwood versus Jay Lethal, and then it is said CM Punk versus Jon Moxley. The match we thought we were getting at All Out, we are getting next week on television for free. Now, does that mean that it's going to end perfectly? We don't know. Maybe. But it's definitely going to be one to talk about. Let's get into the main event of the evening. We all know what it is. It is Andrade El Idolo, Rush, and Dragon Lee versus the Young Bucks and a mystery partner. Now listen, you already know. The Bucks come out. They did their thing. Andrade, let me say this. Andrade came out and he had a red mask tonight, which I thought was different. I don't know if we should be expecting different things for when we see that, but the Young Bucks are coming out. I see Brandon Cutler back there dancing. I know some people are really sad that Brandon Cutler wasn't the person in the trios match. I mean, that's all that you could ever ask for, right? Brandon Cutler. Damn. Sorry, Derek. That's all that you could ask for, right? Brandon Cutler in the trios match. But we all knew it had to be Kenny, by God, Omega. Kenny Omega is back, baby. It felt so good to see Kenny back. It's been so long. But Kenny Omega came out and he was rocking like a compression shirt. And he looked like he still could have been hurting a little bit. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm interested to hear people's thoughts. Kenny came out and he had on like a brace. He looked like he was hurting a little bit still. I don't know if that's part of the work. If so, he's a great worker. I don't know if Kenny's just down and out, or I don't know if Kenny came back too early. Let me know what you guys think on this, because it's definitely interesting concept before we get into the action of the main event here. Let me see here. Let's see. Six says, I hope they decide to dip their toes in the water and try something new for a few years. I'm hoping, but Vince is gone, and that's the big thing when it comes to decision making. Parker Boudreaux needs a makeover. He looks like a bootleg Brock. I mean, that's how the dude looks, though. It's big, but I can't get past that, brother. And for Parker Boudreaux, too, I still think he's got some training to do. As far as like his in-ring stuff, I don't know. Some of the stuff he does looks different, and I don't know if that's just because of the football background that he has. But like I said, I'm interested to see what this guy can do and what he can become. Trust Busters, like I said, I need some segments, some vignettes, something that makes me connect with them more. And I think they should do some outside of the ring stuff with them just to prove it. Show that Daivari got all that money and he's willing to spend it on whatever. I just don't want them to turn into like Malibu's Most Wanted is the best way I could put it, so that they stay away from that. Man, MJF showing up to cause a double DQ, shenanigans. MJF comes and ruins the match next week, people are saying. As glad as I was to see Kenny, it needed to be saved for All Out. I was hoping it was going to be Ibushi. Give Cutler a chance. Nah, Matt. Nah. No. Omega looked like the mummy. I feel you. They're still talking about the Sasha Naomi. Andrade is DC's Black Mask. Oh, I know that's supposed to be the gimmick. I don't know why he switched to the red mask, though. Or is Kenny acting? Could be. Kenny was rusty, but in all seriousness, he shouldn't have rushed back. Vertical is not something to play with. I've survived 2 brain injuries, dang it. I hear tonight's going to be Okada or Kenny. I think Kenny should have waited until the Canada show to return. Kenny came back too early, man, but that dough back in the main event, man, don't want my guy getting hurt. Yeah, Omega definitely wasn't the same, but hope it's a work. Sonny says, I think the mask coming off at the end was a mistake. Yeah, I think so too. Them coming to the decision that Trustbusters was a good name makes me wish the whole faction falls apart. Slim J looks like Jamie Kennedy. He's had that gimmick since 02, brother. Parker needs a new look and new tights. Soft body Brock ain't the look. Damon says, is he 100% though? Kenny is going to be a showpiece and in the tag. He had at least 4 surgeries, right? That's what I think they said on commentary. He had a lot though. This will not end well. Red mask equals red hook. I don't know. Omega just got ring rust. Okay. Let me see here. That WCW style ending. Yeah, we'll talk about that too real quick into it. I don't have a lot of notes on this match. It was just amazing. You can't take notes in a match like this. Listen to the names. Andrade, Rush, Dragon Lee, Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. You think you were going to be able to take notes here? Hell no. You definitely couldn't. So we got some amazing action here between both trios. I really loved it. I like the unit of Andrade, Rush, and Dragon Lee. I thought it worked really well. But we all knew what was going to happen with this. Kenny sets up for his big Terminator dive. He's doing the hitting the mat, the do. And fans are getting into it. And he gets cut off by Jose, of all people, WTF. Then Kenny gets dumped out to the floor. Dragon Lee hits a nice hurricanrana over the top ropes to the floor on Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson's down. They set up Kenny Omega on the guardrail. Dragon Lee goes from one side of the ring and dives out. I don't know if you've seen how he dove in that Ring of Honor pay-per-view. This man took Kenny's head off of his shoulders, bro. He was in the crowd. Some kid I thought was going to get his leg crushed. Just absolutely insane. Kenny's down. You can see the brace lift up on his shirt on his back. Just insane what ends up happening. Dragon Lee hits that Frankensteiner to the floor. Kenny gets in the ring. He rolls out of one of Andrade's moonsaults, but if you've seen it, Andrade lands on his feet, hits another moonsault, gets the pin, but it doesn't matter. Dragon Lee eventually gets caught with the V trigger. He's down and out. He's trying to sit him up. Dragon Lee gets dumped onto his head for a one-wing angel. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks pick up the W. Like I said, man, I hope Kenny didn't rush himself to get back there. They get the win. After the match, Rush helps his brother up, Dragon Lee, and then Andrade goes for his DDT on him. Mask falls off, puts a whooping on that ass, and I felt so bad, like, afterwards. Like, his mask just fell off. Face was uncovered for a second, and, yeah, it was just an awkward ending to it. I thought it was a good show for promos and build-up tonight. I would definitely give this show a thumbs up and recommend people watch it. What say you? Let's read what the chat's got here for us. Let's see. Back to Sonny's comment of, yeah, the mask coming off was definitely a mistake, bro. Definitely. Here we go. Kenny's got to promote that game, laugh out loud. That's why he's back. I mean, you could have anybody do that, I think. The pop was nice, Damon says. Sick, Black Mask is a supervillain appearing in the comic books published by DC Comics. Oh, Sick's a big superhero fan, if you didn't know. Maybe Kenny's in the Six Man is a good thing before he comes back to singles full time. Good point, Matt Lopez. Deanna said that dive was nasty. He needs to promote it with some footage. I need to see a full intro, CAW mode, and story mode clips, something. Hopefully we get some of that at Gamescom coming up for the AEW video game for those who are fans. That should be coming up soon. I know this is for when it was the showcase, but it is available on the PlayStation Store and everything now for $60 if you guys did want to put your money down on that. I'm waiting until I get some more news though, you know. Can't have all the bad stuff happen at the end. to have people thinking, what did I spend my money on? But who knows? Maybe we'll get this guy back eventually, and we could have Kenny Omega promoting that. But let me get back to the comments here. Andrade undid the guy's mask. Yeah, maybe they're trying to give Dragon Lee a different gimmick. I don't know. That dive was freaking scary AF. I hope the game is similar to the greatest wrestling video game of all time, SmackDown 2. Here comes the pain over No Mercy. Come on, Cray. I got to disagree. No Mercy's my number one. Here comes the pain's my number two. Punk and Mox was the show, but the rest of the show was kind of Dragon Ball Z filler. 7.5. That's not a bad score, though. That's still pretty solid, Damon. Games kind of starting next week, the 24th through the 28th. I don't know if everyone's going to be able to play the demo of the game. I would hope so eventually, but things to be on the lookout for, man. I'm excited for the AEW game coming out. Things to be excited for going forward. Once again, everybody who is in here, though, laugh out loud, more to do, and here comes the pain, though. Not wrong, but I do like the gameplay better. I don't know. It's a weird thing, man. I think it depends on what you like. SmackDown 2 was my number one. No Mercy's my number two. That dang glitch in No Mercy. I never had that problem, so maybe that's why I feel different about it. But listen, guys, everybody who was in here, thank you. Thank you for staying through the technical difficulties. Normally, I do have my face on the screen. I promise you. To anybody who watched this, thank you. Appreciate it. Tokyo said Madden 23 coming next week. Definitely got the download for that today from my bro. Shout out to him. Madden is trash. I also agree with Cray on that because I do hate Madden most of the time. But if I get it for free, whatever, But thank you guys so much for being in here, man. Like, it means the world to me. EPW is family. We got some good things coming up. Big announcement coming soon for a new addition to the podcast. Thank you guys so much for that. Love the show. Damon says, got to go. 4:15 a.m. comes real quick. EPW 10. It does, brother. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, thank you so much. We'll be back next week with another Dynamite review. Hopefully we'll have Derek back for that one. But for myself, the host, Conrad Cushman, big shout out to the Pro Wrestling Shoot too. They had their 100th episode. Got to make sure you guys show Jesse some love. Go download his latest podcast. It's a 3-hour podcast, but well worth it. Talk about movies, wrestling, everything in between. It's a really good episode. Check out one of the friends of the podcast. Now I can say it. Thank you guys for listening to the show. I'm Conrad Cushman, and I'm out. 1.